Mabuhay pageant fans, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey Adam G, how are you all doing? Well, as you can see, there is hardly any ganaps in the pageant scene lately, and so while we wait for Miss Grand Philippines to go in full blast soon, I am taking my sweet time to rest and still create some content for all of you here on my platform. I'm so happy that my one-on-one interview with Miss Ruffa Gutierrez click with you all. I'm so happy that you are all appreciating my lighthearted interview with her. And sa totoo lang guys, kung alam nyo lang, I long have been wanting to have an interview with her since the pandemic for my YouTube channel here. So it is now a dream come true 4 years after. It really has to be the perfect timing talaga for this. And so when Binibini finally announced Ruffa would be one of the hosts for its 60th celebration, I really took this chance to ask if she could guest here on my platform. And she said yes right away. So to Ruffa's entire staff, led by Mama Jimmy Aguilera, thank you so much for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to interview her. I hope you all had a great time reminiscing her pageant journey just as I did. In fact, I watched the interview so many times again after uploading it here. And upon realization, there were so many takeaways or insights that we could learn from Ruffa's pageant journey back in the day. Yes, the geek pageant fan in me had a great time listening to it over and over again. And so here I am sharing you some insights I learned from my interview with the one and only Miss Ruffa Gutierrez. So first insight, Ruffa Gutierrez revived the popularity of Miss World in the Philippines. Yes, and she has to say it herself in order for me to realize it. The popularity of Miss World in our generation, let me emphasize that again, in our generation could be traced back to Ruffa almost winning the pageant back in 1993. Ruffa's second runner-up placement, I must say, hit every Filipino's consciousness in the 90s. Imagine placing second runner-up in the most unpredictable pageant ever. And not just because she is a very popular household name, but because this was our country's highest placement in this pageant 20 years after Miss Evangeline Pascual almost won the same pageant. So suddenly, Ruffa's win sparked so much interest about Miss World anew, and it also helped that she competed at a time when the Miss World Philippines franchise was transferred to Binibining Pilipinas from Mutian ng Pilipinas starting that year. So all these factors contributed to Ruffa's chances during her year, and after Ruffa competed, our country was still able to sustain some sort of momentum in this pageant as Ruffa's successor, Cara Subihano, also placed in the top 10 the following year, with Daisy Reyes also bagging the Miss Personality Special Award in the pageant 2 years after. Now, we go to my second insight, and I think this is the most important insight that I got from out of watching Ruffa's interview, and it's that Ruffa showed her courage in joining pageantry even though she was already a celebrity. Yes, this was the biggest takeaway I learned from doing my special interview with Ruffa Gutierrez. I feel she kind of inspired a lot of her fellow celebrities to join pageantry eventually. Kasi ngayon ko lang talaga nare-realize ito, na who apart from Ruffa Gutierrez, already a big and established name in our entertainment industry, dared to join a pageant at the height or surge of her popularity. I think it's only Ruffa Gutierrez who was the first one to do this at only 18 years old. For sure, you couldn't lump Dindy Gallardo, Joan Quintas, Sherlyn Gonzalez, Alma Concepcion, Anjanette Abayari, Daisy Reyes, Miriam Kiambao, and even her predecessors in this same group with Ruffa because they were fresh faces or crowned beauty queens first before entering showbiz, which is baligtad sa route ni Ruffa. And I think it was only Ruffa who did this kind of route in the pageant scene. Na big celebrity going to pageantry rather than fresh face going big after a pageant win like Dindy, Sherlyn, etc. And I feel the next big celebrity who had the same journey as Ruffa was Megan Young. And this was 20 years after, right? Megan was already a popular VJ model and actress already in our country before she joined Miss World back in 2013, and the rest is history. Which now makes me think na O nga, no? The common denominator of Ruffa and Megan for Miss World is that both started out as prominent showbiz actresses before venturing into pageantry. So the experiences in front of the camera really helped these two ladies when they competed in their respective time. Even our first runner-up, si Gwendolyn Ruey, was already a ramp model before she joined Miss World Philippines and almost won the pageant back in 2011. And lastly, this is one thing that needs to be highlighted in Ruffa's journey, that you can never put a woman, a good woman like Ruffa, down that easily. I know that the interview I conducted with Ruffa was a very light-hearted one, and so there was a conscious effort for me to really just focus on her pageant journey. But if you will all do your own research, Ruffa's reign was also not spared with controversies, one of which involved a member of the Senate throwing her a very grave accusation that painted her in a very negative light, contrary to her wholesome image as a beauty queen. But in the end, she still prevailed. When she was also competing in Binibining Pilipinas, she also had to face so many intrigas in the middle of her candidacy. In the end, she still triumphed against all these challenges and situations, which I feel tested her faith and maturity as a person at only 18 years old. And luckily, she had a very strong family support system, diba? Who would be with her come hell or high water. The Gutierrez family's strong support should also be credited for Ruffa's success, as she was able to go through all these challenges unscathed, proving that you can never really put a good woman down. And the result was a very confident Ruffa Gutierrez, pleasing the organizers and judges with her luminous smile and personality, which resulted to our highest placement in this pageant system during the 90s. Diba? I know Ruffa, if Ruffa is watching this, I know she will just probably dismiss this legacy or impact that she may have had imparted in pageantry, given what she said also during our interview na, alam mo naman tayo, sumunod na lang tayo sa yapak nila Gloria Diaz, nila Melanie Marquez. But you know what? Come to think of it, in her own way and without her knowing it, she has also left an indelible mark in our industry. And it's worth sharing to you all. Ito na nga yun. A snippet of our pageant history worth revisiting over and over again. Diba? So thank you all so much for watching my interview with Ruffa. Moreover, thank you so much for all your love and support for my channel. Until my next interview, Alright guys. Bye!